morning, my friends. Welcome. And I'm so happy that you could join me this morning. Do some gentle yoga. So let's sit in a nice, comfortable seated position. And that could mean many things. It could mean you're sitting on blankets or sitting on a cushion or maybe a block. Maybe your legs are straight out or in a V, or maybe they're crisscross like this. Whatever it is, whichever way, just make sure that you're comfortable. So let's come into the moment right now and close our eyes and start to draw our attention to the breath. And just allow your body to breathe freely. When you breathe freely, you exude the air of confidence and ease so that your real beauty, who you are, can shine through. What makes you feel good can also make you look good. Breathing is a wonderful way to release any tension, to release any extraneous thoughts in our head. Come into a quiet mind, a calm body, and an easy heart. Good. And so with that, I invite you to come on down to Child's Pose. So that's where I'd like to start this morning. So coming down into Child's Pose, you're just resting on your heels. Your hips are sitting on your heels. Your chest is melting toward the mat. And you've got your arms down at the sides with your palms facing up. You can put a block here to raise the mat up to you, or you can put a cushion or a blanket. Just explore what feels good to you and feel your shoulders melt into the mat right here. Feel your spine starting to open up. Giving it a nice stretch here. And breathing. Coming into the stillness of the moment. And then as you're ready, let's just slowly and gently float up, standing on our knees. And we're going to just inhale, raise the arms, push the hips forward like we're in slow motion. Exhale gently, come down, back down into Child's Pose. Inhale, come on up, arms are raised, hips are pushed forward. Exhale very slowly and gently, coming back down into Child's Pose. Just feel your body floating in space. Inhale up. Exhale, floating down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, float down. And then extend your arms out in front of you, still in Child's Pose. And walk the arms over to the right side and place your left hand on top of your right hand and gently begin to open up the left rib cage. So take some deep breaths down into the rib cage. On the left side. Good. And then walk the arms across the center over to the left. Place your right hand on top of your left hand and take a deep breath down into the right rib cage. Really feel things start to open up and release. And then walk your arms back towards the center. So here we're just going to rest here in child's pose for a moment. And then as you're ready, take your arms behind you, clasping your hands, and gently come up as you raise your arms up. And really open up the shoulders. So we're rolling the shoulders back. Good. The head is parallel to the mat. Rolling your shoulders back and giving them a good stretch here. Opening the chest. And then gently let your arms float down to your sides. And bring your arms in front of you. We're going to come up into puppy dog pose. So resting on your elbows, your hips and your knees are lined up. And just come down to wherever it's comfortable for you. And rest into puppy dog. And then as you're ready, inhale, float forward. I'm going to back up just a little bit here. Inhale, float forward. Shoulders are soft. Very slow motion. Exhale, take your hips back to your ankles. Inhale, come forward. Tuck the elbows into the rib cage. Shoulders are soft. You can come into an up dog or cobra or tabletop. Exploring what feels good to you. Good. And breathe back and forth. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, come forward. We'll do 2 more. Exhale, come back. Beautiful. Forward. Last one coming up. So inhale, come forward, and we're going to stay right here for a couple of breaths, keeping the shoulders soft, feeling your upper body strength working for you. Breathing. So now let's get the left knee forward, and we're stretching out that right leg. So sitting on your left hip, or sitting on a block or a blanket. And you can stay up here in an up dog, or if you want to come down to your elbows, that's fine. Or maybe come down to the mat if that's even more comfortable for you. And we'll stretch out into pigeon. So really feel that right leg lengthening and strengthening. The glute might feel tight. Your hamstrings, quads, and calves might feel tight. But we're releasing a lot of tension in that psoas muscle. This is so good for anyone who has back issues as well. And breathe. And then scoot your left leg back. Let's bring the right knee forward. Stretch out that left leg, sitting on your right hip, either in up dog or on your elbows or down to the mat, whatever works for you. And really feel the tightening in your left leg. Feel it strengthen. Stretching it out, keeping it lubricated to prevent any kind of pain. Breathing here. Good. And then bring that left knee back around. And we're going to sit in our cross legs. And let's open up the shoulders. So take the shoulders up to your ears as you inhale and just roll them down your back. Big circles, slow and easy. Good. Breathing. Good morning, everyone. And then let's take both arms up as you inhale. And that right hand is going to grab the left wrist and gently pull the left arm to the right, hinging from the waist. And feel that nice stretch in your left side. Breathe down deep into that left side. Good. And then let your left hand grab your right wrist and gently pull the right arm over to the left, hinging from your waist. Take a deep breath down into the right side, really stretching that side open. Beautiful. And then just let your arms stay risen, and then we're going to take them out to the sides, nice and wide. Wide, wide, wide. Your palms are facing forward, letting the shoulders drop down your back. And then we're going to take a hug right here. Extend the arms out again, nice and wide. Inhale, take the arms up. Take them out. And then hug yourself the other way. Good. I don't know if I did or not, but I'm sure you did. Exhale, arms out. Inhale, take them up. Exhale out and open, nice and wide. One more hug. There. Exhale out. And inhale up. Beautiful. So now let's take our left hand down to our left hip. And as you inhale, we're going to raise the right arm up over the right ear. Hinge from the waist, continuing to stretch out the right side, the left side, the rib cage. And breathing. Good. And then release the right arm. Inhale, bring that left arm up and over your left ear. Breathing here. Beautiful. And then exhale, release your left arm. So now let's walk the hands away from the body. Let me sit back here a little bit further. So we're walking our hands away from the body, keeping your fingers at fingertips if you like, if that's more comfortable. And just coming down to wherever it feels good to you. So we're really stretching out the lumbar area, that lower spine. So either rest here on your elbows, or if you want to bring a block to your forehead, or come all the way down. Always honor your edge of flexibility. That's so crucial. And take a few breaths here. And then walk the hands back up towards your body. Good. So let's take the right hand to the left knee. Bring the left arm behind us. As you inhale, we're going to twist the abs, looking over the left shoulder. And pause here for a couple of breaths. And then relax, come back to center. Let's take our left hand to the right knee. The right arm comes behind, and as you inhale, twist the abs. Twist, 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 looking over your right shoulder. Breathing always. And then come back to center. Beautiful. So now let's take our arms up. As you inhale, we're going to bend that left elbow. Take your right hand to the left elbow and gently press the elbow towards your back. Your left hand is resting between your shoulder blades. It's right up there in the trapezius area. And breathing, and feel that nice stretch in your left shoulder on that left side. Good. Nice vertical spine. Beautiful. And then release. Bring both arms up. So now let's bend the right elbow. Take the left hand to the right elbow and gently press the right elbow back. And one side might be a little tighter than the other. My right side is always a little bit tighter. But we never want to force. Just feeling a good stretch is the object here. Good. And breathing. Beautiful. And then bring the hands back to the knees. So let's drop the chin to the chest. And as you inhale, let's roll the head over to the left shoulder. And then roll the head back down to center and around to the right. Rolling back down toward the center. Inhale, left shoulder. Exhale, roll around to the right shoulder. Do 2 more of these. Good. Beautiful. So let's come on down to our backs now. So come down to your back, and we're going to raise the arms up overhead and take a nice deep stretch, this full body stretch. So really feel your body stretch out, lengthening, strengthening. Pull your navel into your spine. Feel like somebody's pulling your hands and somebody's pulling at your feet. And take a few breaths here. Good. And then gently relax the arms down to the mat. Place your hands down by your sides. Hands down on the mat. Pause here for a couple breaths. And then as you're ready, we're going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms up. And as you exhale, we're going to come down very, very slowly, 1 vertebra at a time, really working those core muscles. Good. We'll do a few more of these. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, come down 1 vertebra at a time. Good, you've got this, y'all. I know you do. Good. Good. We'll do 2 more. So inhale, coming up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, come down 1 vertebra at a time. Last one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms lifted. Exhale, coming down 1 vertebra at a time. And then pause here. Let your arms just kind of melt into the mat. Take a few breaths here. Hope you all felt that. I know I did. So good to strengthen the core. Because when you have a strong core, you'll have a strong back. When you have a strong back, you'll have a strong core. So let's raise the legs up, keeping the pelvic floor on the mat. Take your hands to your calves and gently press your calves in towards your body, stretching up the hamstrings and the quads, the calves and the ankles. Take a few breaths here. And then separate your feet and let's float the feet up and down, flexing them. And then taking the ankles in little circles. Good. So now bending the knees and coming into a kind of a frog position. We're going to keep the knees bent right here. Lace the hands underneath the neck. Now the key to the yoga crunches is to stare at the ceiling so that you're not putting any kind of tension in your neck. Your core is doing all the work, okay? So as you inhale, let's raise up. Really let your core muscles work for you. Staring at the ceiling. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, raise it up. Good. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift with your core. Staring at the ceiling. Exhale, release. A few more. Inhale, come on up. Stare at the ceiling. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, come on up. Hold. And release. Last one. We're going to make this one count. Inhale, come on up. Staring at the ceiling. Really holding your abs. Squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, and then relax. And then place your feet down on the mat with your knees bent. Pause here for a couple breaths. Good. I hope you all felt that. I know I did. Whew. So as you're ready, we're going to come into our bridge pose now. So our knees are hip width apart. You can keep your hands on the mat with your arms down on the mat with your hands facing down, or roll them underneath, rolling the shoulders back. As you inhale, the hips rise, knees are nice and firm, and breathe. Breathing. And then gently release. Rest here for a couple breaths. We'll do one more bridge. Good, everybody. And as you're ready, either roll your arms under or not. Inhale, hips rise, knees are firm and straight, and breathe, resting on your shoulders. Nice firm knees. And then come back down to the mat. Draw your knees into your chest and give them a nice big hug. Good. Then take your hands to your knees and take your knees in little circles or big circles as we rotate the spine, the lumbar region. Massaging and releasing all the tension that builds up back there that causes us pain in our hips, pain in the back, and pain in the knees, even the feet. This is such a good way to nurture your spine. And then let's let your left leg lay flat on the mat. Draw your right knee into your chest and give it a squeeze. And then take the balls of the right foot into your right hand. Gently press that right knee down towards your body. Left hand can be on your left hip, supporting you on the mat. Breathe down deep into this right side. Our hips can get so tight. And then release the right leg down. So now let's draw the left knee into the chest and give it a nice little squeeze here. And as you're ready, take the balls of your left foot into your left hand. Press that left knee towards your body. Right hand is on your right hip. And breathe here. Good. Getting all loosey-goosey. And then draw the right knee up towards the chest. Grab the balls of the right foot with your right hand. Come into full happy baby. So you've got your pelvic floor on the mat. Drawing both knees into the chest. Feel that wonderful hip opener. Your hip flexors, your inner thighs. And breathe. And then place your feet on the mat and just gently guide your knees over from the left to the right. Good. Floating in space. And then just guide your knees, both knees over to the right side. Let them fall where they may. Extend the arms out to the sides, turning your head to the left. And breathe down deep into the supine twist. Keeping the shoulders on the mat. And you can always tuck a block underneath your knees or a cushion. And then gently guide the knees over to the left side. Let them fall where they may. Keeping your arms extended and looking to the right. Good. And then bring your knees back to center. Stretch your legs out. Pause here for a breath or two. And as you're ready, draw the arms up. Take the right foot into the left thigh. Let your right knee just rest where it lands. Arms overhead into reclining tree pose. And breathe. And then release the arms, stretch out the right leg, and draw the left foot into the right thigh, and let your left knee just fall where it lands. As you inhale, draw the arms up and over, pull the navel into the spine, and breathe into this side of reclining tree pose. And then rest the arms down to the sides. Let your knees drop to the sides. Press your hands into the mat and come on up to our knees. So standing on our knees. Good. And they're about hip width apart. So we're going to keep our spine nice and long. Place the left hand on the left hip. And as you inhale, draw the right arm up and bring your head parallel to the mat, pushing your hips forward, and breathe. And then lower your right arm. Place your right hand at your right hip. Good. And then as you inhale, we're going to draw the left arm up, pushing the hips forward, and breathe. And then release the left arm. So let's come into tabletop. So our hips and our knees are lined up together. Good. And we're going to have our hands as close underneath our shoulders as possible. I'll spit it out. And let's do some cat-cow. So as you inhale, draw the navel towards the spine, curving the spine, sucking in the abs. And then release into cow, stretching out the abs. Head and tailbone come up together. Inhale, come on into cat. Really crunch the abs. Exhale, stretching out the core into cow. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. Good. Couple more. Inhale, coming up. Really suck those abs in. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, drawing the navel up. Exhale, releasing the core. Good. So let's come on to our elbows. And coming onto our elbows, we're going to just stretch the legs out and come into elbow plank. So we're stretching our legs out. We don't want to drop the torso down. We want to keep it kind of lifted and really feel this plank in your core. Feel it in your legs, all the way up and down your legs, but try to feel it in your core. So holding yourself up with your core and the strength of your legs, and breathe. Good. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Wonderful. And then come down to your belly and rest. Arms at the sides, palms facing up. And then as you're ready, place the hands underneath your shoulders as we prepare to do the cobra. So as you inhale, lifting up, your elbows are tucked into your chest, your shoulders are soft, and we're coming up into a cobra right here. Breathing, Exhale, come on down. I'm going to do a few of these. Pause. Inhale up into cobra. Shoulders are nice and soft. Good. Exhale, coming down. Do two more. Keeping the elbows tucked into the rib cage. Inhale, coming up into cobra. Exhale, coming down. Last one. Inhale, coming up into cobra. Good. Last one, coming down. Stretch the arms out. Let your shoulders melt into the chest. And pause here for a couple breaths. And then as you're ready, just bring your knees, bend your knees. And we're going to really be stretching out the hamstrings and quads here. So you can leave your legs up, bent, your knees bent, come back to wherever it's comfortable for you. Or if you want to grab your ankles, you could do that too. And just feel that nice stretch in your quads and hamstrings. If you'd like to go deeper into a bow pose, you can inhale, lift your chest and your knees up together and breathe, or not. Exhale, release, and rest on your mat. Take a few breaths here. Beautiful, everybody. So now let's come on up into tabletop again. And this time we're going to spread the fingers nice and wide and prepare to come into our downward facing dog. So we're tucking the toes. Hands are nice and wide spread. As you inhale, push the hips back. Drop the head between the shoulders. Maybe walk your feet out here if you're feeling it. Good. And then walk your feet up towards your hands. And we're going to come up one vertebra at a time. Very, very slowly. Never want to come up too fast and be dizzy. Beautiful. So coming into our mountain pose, let's check in with ourselves. Check in with our alignment. How are we doing this morning? So we got a nice vertical spine and a neutral pelvis. Shoulders are wonderfully soft. Got our palms facing forward. Knees are slightly bent. So stacking the bones with the shoulders over the hips over the knees, knees over the ankles. Maybe close your eyes and offer yourself a little gratitude for your beautiful alignment. And as you're ready, inhale, lift up, slight little back bend. Exhale, come down into forward fold. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. Whoop. Here we go. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sitting down in the chair. So our knees and our toes are lined up. Feeling this little squat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up slowly. Arms rise again. Slight little back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Into forward fold. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sitting down in the chairs. Good. Nice, juicy little squat here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk the arms up the legs, coming up very, very slowly. Beautiful. So let's come into our wide stance. So our feet are pointed out laterally, our knees are slightly bent. Good. And bringing the hands to the heart center, let's do some squats. So as you inhale, you're going to be dipping down and raising the arms up. Beautiful. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale, dip down. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Maybe see if you can come down a little bit farther. Dipping down as you inhale. Exhale, coming back to heart center. Inhale, dipping down. Good. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale, coming back. Heart center. Inhale, dipping down. Hold, 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 hold. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Exhale, coming back into heart center. So we have time for the joy breath and then Shavasana. So we can stay here in our wide stance. And you know, the joy breath is all about smiling and being joyful. We have a nice long weekend coming up, and I hope that you all will be very, very safe this weekend. Enjoy, but be safe. Okay, so on your mark, get set, go. Inhale, up, out, up and through, 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 smiling all the way and through. So, come on down to reclining Shavasana position as we rest the entire physiology. Very, very important to do this after any form of exercise. So I want you to just close your eyes, and I want you to come back into that quiet mind and the calm body and the easy heart. Offer yourself some gratitude for your practice today. Taking the time, carving out the time to give yourself some love. So wonderful. And know that I love you all and that I look forward to seeing you again. We will not have yoga on Monday on the lawn, and there will not be yoga on the porch on Sunday. So I guess we'll all just get together again next Wednesday. So until then, enjoy your time off, be safe, continue to think peaceful thoughts, always speak kind words, and radiate as much love from your hearts as you possibly can. Namaste, my friends, and thank you.